friends, now our chapter for today is wastewater story. Introduction. Clean water is a basic need for humans. We require it for various purposes like bathing, washing, drinking and many other things. Now what is wastewater? Water that comes out of homes is rich in lather, oil and different impurities and we call it wastewater. And this water required to be cleaned so that we can use it again and maintain our resources. Sewage. What is sewage? Sewage is the wastewater released by homes, industries, hospitals, offices and various other users. It also includes rainwater that runs through the streets during the rainfall or storms. Sewage by definition is a complex mixture which contains suspended solid, organic impurities, nutrients and various disease-causing and useful bacteria. These are the substances which we can observe in a sewage. Now how can we treat it? The process requires these three steps. First is aeration. In aeration, the wastewater is treated by bacteria present in it in large sized chambers. This way they degrade all the organic matter present in wastewater and leave behind the inorganic impurities and suspended solid. In next step, that is filtration, we use sand filter to remove all of these and we obtain a water that is free of suspended and organic impurities. Now chlorination. This step is basically disinfection in which chlorine is added to kill all the bacteria and virus present in water. But remember, this method cannot remove the dissolved impurities present in it, so it cannot purify the wastewater produced by the factories or effluent. This is the diagram for the biosand filter which can be used to remove dissolved and suspended impurities. Now wastewater treatment plant or WWTP, it is a mechanical establishment which is designed to clean water present by large cities, factories, etc. Now water discharged from homes, business, industries, etc. reach sewers. From sewers it reach river bodies and this way rivers are polluted. We need to treat rivers so that we can use the water for drinking and other purposes. Now this is the process. The first step is pre-treatment. It is the very first and precautionary step which can be done at the site where the wastewater is produced. If a factory is producing some wastewater, the waste can be neutralized at the site of formation so that the river bodies are not contaminated. This is what we say as pre-treatment or a precautionary treatment. Next is preliminary treatment, which is the physical process. It is done using bar screens, grit chambers, mesh screens, and in this process we remove large size impurities like plastic bottles, plastic bags, rags, etc. Next is primary treatment, which is the physical process. It is linked with sedimentation as wastewater is allowed to settle in a large size chamber. Here all the suspended impurities settle down at the bottom and produce biosolid or sludge. Now this reduces the amount of suspended solid and the bacteria present in the wastewater. Then we go for the secondary treatment, which is the biological process like aeration. In this process we either use trickling filter or it is done in large chambers where bacteria degrade all the organic impurities like feces and plant and animal debris present in wastewater which need to be treated. Next is tertiary treatment or disinfection. In this step, chlorine or bleaching powder or ozone or any other chemical is used to remove the bacteria and virus present in the wastewater. This way, we remove the suspended, inorganic, organic and bacterial impurities present in wastewater to obtain useful and potable water which is then transported to cities using various sewer lines. Now working of wastewater treatment plant. Now as it is a very large size mechanical setup, it requires a lot of machinery which is like this. First we see the bar screens. These are the screens which remove the large size impurities. Then we have next step, In this, water goes through a grit and sand removal tank. It can be done in the sand or in the flow. You can see the bar screen here which remove all these things present in water. Next is sedimentation, to remove sludge or biosolids. This is the diagram of a simple biosedimentation or sludge producing chamber or a large size tank where this can be done. From the bottom, sludge is removed and is used for further disposal. Next is biodegradation or aeration, a large size tank in which bacteria are allowed to grow in the wastewater. Now, how is sludge disposed? It can be done using lime stabilization so that we can kill all the potential pathogens that can cause damage to human or animal life. It can be disposed by landfill, by incineration, or we can use it as manure for producing dry manure. Next is biodegradation. Bacteria, they consume human waste, food waste, soap and other impurities which is still present in the clarified water, although in various plants this step is not included. They end on the previous step. Then we have disinfection. On large scale, it is done by using various UV filters, RO filters, and by adding chemicals and ozone. How can we contribute in conserving water and become an active citizen? There are certain ways: by maintaining hygiene around us, by maintaining proper sanitary conditions, by approaching the municipality and tell them that something is happening around us which is polluting our resources, by requesting people nearby to be more considerable and contribute in the purpose. Better housekeeping practices at our homes we can contribute, and maintaining our resources, like we can use alternate methods for disposal, thus avoiding their release down the drain. We can dispose various things like plant waste, paper waste at our homes for various purposes. We can use tea leaves, solid food remains, soft toys, cotton, sanitary towels, etc. And we do not throw them in the dustbins as they can choke the drains. Sanitation. Sanitation is very important for public health. Okay. Now, to improve sanitation, low-cost on-site systems like chemical toilets, septic tanks, composting pits are available. Septic tanks are very important as they are well suited for places where we have no sewage system. So this way sewage stock is collected for a very long time, and then when the tank is completely filled, it is then emptied using large machines and pumps, and it is disposed at suitable places. But this way it doesn't reach the water present in rivers. Both the surface water and groundwater are polluted by all these things which can be avoided. Groundwater is the source of all these things for us. Sanitation, its importance. Poor sanitation and contaminated water is the cause of various diseases like diarrhea, dysentery, polio, typhoid, hepatitis. They all are waterborne disease. This way we can avoid the reach to the people by keeping our water sources clean. Conclusion: we all have very important role in keeping our environment clean, healthy, and maintaining our resources, and it requires the contribution for all of us. Thank you and have a nice day.